Our time with them flies by. What if you could turn every moment into a treasured memory? This video will show you how to create golden moments that last a lifetime.
Have you ever just looked at your pet and felt this incredible connection? A bond that you can't even put into words? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore today. We're going to take a journey through that deep, amazing relationship we have with our animal companions, from the science behind it all to how we cherish their memory. Okay, let's dive right in. You know, this quote from photographer Pedro Santos just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? For so many of us, our pets aren't just pets. No way. They are completely woven into the fabric of our family. They share our homes, our hearts, and all our daily ups and downs. And that feeling, right there, that's the foundation for everything we're about to talk about. So that feeling you get when you're perfectly in sync with your pet, is that just all in your head? Not even close. There's actually some fascinating science behind it. It turns out this connection is a real, totally observable thing. And that brings us to this really cool concept called behavioral synchronization. Now, this isn't just your dog copying you. It's this unconscious mirroring of behaviors that actually makes social bonds stronger. You know how you and a close friend might laugh at the exact same time or finish each other's sentences? It's like that. And what's incredible is that the very same thing happens between us and our dogs. And you probably see this stuff happen all the time without even thinking about it. Have you ever noticed your dog just falls into step with your walking pace, no command needed? Or the classic contagious yawn. You yawn, they yawn. It's real. They can even tune into our emotions, picking up on our joy or our sadness and kind of matching our energy. It's this powerful, unspoken language that just deepens that bond every single day. So we know this incredible bond exists, but how do we actively make it even stronger? Well, probably the most fun and effective way is through the universal language of play. It's not just about having a good time. It's absolutely crucial for nurturing your pet's body and mind. I mean, think about all the things play really does. Physically, it keeps them fit and healthy, helping to prevent problems like obesity. And mentally, it's a game changer. It busts boredom and eases anxiety, which are often the real reasons behind destructive stuff like chewing the furniture or barking nonstop. And, most importantly, every single game of fetch or tug you play just reinforces that amazing bond of trust and love. But hey, play is definitely not one size fits all. For a dog with a ton of energy, you're going to want things like fetch or a good game of tug of war to help them burn off all that steam. Now for a cat, it's a whole different ballgame. It's all about tapping into their inner hunter. Feather wands that move like birds, puzzle toys that make them work for their treats, or even a simple cardboard box. It all plugs right into their natural instincts. The key is to match the play to your pet's personality. And this is something a lot of people get wrong. Play isn't just for the young, super bouncy pets. Your senior or calmer pets absolutely still need that engagement. Gentle, low-impact activities are perfect. You could hide some treats for them to find, use a soft puzzle toy, or just have a really gentle game of toss. It keeps their minds sharp and their bodies moving without putting any stress on their joints. Of course, we gotta talk about safety because it's so important. Always keep an eye on them when they're playing, especially with a new toy. Make sure any toy is the right size for them. You don't want anything they could accidentally swallow. And just watch their body language. If they start panting really heavily or just seem to lose interest, it's probably time for a break. Remember, happy play is always safe play. Now, as our pets get older and enter their golden years, that relationship we have with them keeps evolving. It's a really special time, but it does mean we need to adapt how we care for them. Our role kind of shifts to providing even more comfort and understanding to make sure their quality of life stays fantastic. And just knowing the signs of aging is the first big step. Physically, you might notice their eyesight or hearing isn't what it used to be, or maybe they're a little stiff from arthritis. And behaviorally, you might see them sleeping more, having less energy, or even getting a little confused sometimes. These aren't just little quirks, they're signals that their needs are changing. So caring for a senior pet really means we need to adjust our focus in a few key areas. Their diet, for example, needs to change. probably fewer calories, but packed with nutrients for their joints. Exercise should be more low impact, like shorter walks or even swimming. Mental stimulation is still so important to keep their minds active. And maybe the most important thing is that vet visits should happen a bit more often just to catch any potential issues early on. And you should really think of your vet as your partner on this part of the journey. Seriously, work together with them to create a proactive plan. This means scheduling those regular checkups, talking about key tests to monitor their health, tweaking their nutrition plan together, and designing an exercise routine that's perfectly safe and comfy for them right now. And that really brings us full circle. From that very first moment we meet them, all the way to their peaceful golden years. This whole journey is just about love. So, how do we honor that incredible love? Well, by cherishing and preserving all the amazing memories they give us. I just love this quote because it gets right to the heart of what making a memory is all about. It's not just about snapping a quick photo on your phone. It's about capturing that one quirky head tilt they do or that mischievous look in their eye. The very essence of who they are. It's about holding on to their unique spirit. Because at the end of the day, our time with them is limited, and that's what makes every moment so incredibly precious. Creating those tangible memories, whether it's through photos or just being fully present with them, is how we honor the immense, unconditional joy they bring into our lives. It's a tribute to a love that really does last a lifetime.
So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. Beyond all the daily routines and the care, what's the story you share with your companion? How will you celebrate that one-of-a-kind bond and make sure their memory, their legacy of love, lives on? Thanks for joining me.